Hi, 7th grade drummers. It's Mr. Y, obviously. This is number 128, the DS March, as a final this year. A couple things you want to know before you start out. First of all, the rolls here. You've got a bunch of quarter note rolls. Those are going to be 9-stroke rolls. Okay, you've got a bunch of 5-stroke rolls. Those are the 8th note rolls. You've got a couple of 17-stroke rolls, specifically in measure 8 and 16. I have numbered the measures here, by the way. If you need to pause for a minute and number the measures so you know what I'm talking about, go right ahead and pause it now. Okay, so in measure 8 and 16, 8 and 16, we've got 17-stroke rolls. So 1 E into 2 E into 1, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 is what it comes out to. Remember, you have a double stroke for each one of these. These are, by the way, double stroke rolls. So a 5-stroke roll, double, double tap, double, double tap. Make sure that you can play 5-stroke rolls back to back with each hand. You're going to need to in this song. So right, left, right, left, right, left. And make sure you get a nice exact 5 strokes here too. Obviously, you've got 1, 2, the double stroke, and then a single stroke, a single tap at the end. Same thing with 9-stroke rolls. If you can look carefully, you'll see I'm doing them with both hands, starting with the right hand, starting with the left hand. You need to be able to do that, of course. So practice that first. 17-stroke rolls. Make sure you have a nice, clean double stroke the whole time. No buzz is allowed anymore. You're in 7th grade now. Okay, so the other thing you want to worry about with the DS March, I don't have a specified tempo on this one. It does say march tempo, which means, approximately 120. I think I ended up doing it about 112 or so because it was a little more comfortable for me. You do have some dotted 8 16th note rhythms here, for instance, in measure number 3, the 1, 2, and 3, that kind of thing. In fact, you have that both times you come out of the 17-stroke roll. So like 8 going into 9, that kind of thing. And then 16 going into 17. And you have it a whole bunch of other times too, of course. There are just a couple of other little things to worry about here. First of all, the first 4 measures, or 3.5 measures, is forte. Then it goes down to mezzo forte for most of the song. The very ending too, after measure 21, it becomes forte again. But then there is a DS. The DS at the end takes you back to the sign, which is at measure 13 in this case. And that also takes you back to mezzo forte for the ending of the song. The fine is after measure 20. Okay, so you make sure you know your roadmap here. I'm going to try to play it all the way through that stopping. We'll see if it actually happens. 128. Here we go. Starting forte. 1, 2, 3. Mezzo. Forte. Sorry. Back. Okay, so I got a little messed up around measure 24 or so, but other than that, it was pretty good. Remember, forte at the beginning, then mezzo forte, then forte again for the end, back to mezzo forte for the ending. If you have any questions, of course, see me in class, but this is pretty much it right here. Remember, you're going to want to practice it slow at first, get the rhythms really, really down before you start to crank up the tempo a little bit. This one might be a good idea to use the metronome. If you start really low, digga dot, and digga dot, da, da 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 da, just to get the rhythms down, and then, just notch it up 1 each time. It's a really good way of tricking your body into thinking you're not going any faster. But there does have to be a lot of repetition here. You have to do it a couple times at each notch until you get it really, really good at each notch. Okay? Good luck.